you've seen that viral clip of Seinfeld going around. Have you seen that where he's like, so I've noticed in comedians he's getting interviewed. Comedians in cars, you have a lot of white men. He goes, we're doing this now? Here we go. And he just goes completely apeshit.
I wish if Jerry was just like, fuck you, you fucking dumb piece of shit.
He does his version. He's like, great, yeah, let's talk about this. This is what I want to talk about. And
By the way, the guy interviewing him, a white guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, okay, well, like,
what about your job?
Yeah,
should we fire
give your job away?
Let's bring in Cat Williams.
I just think it's lame when people are counting. I think like diversity's good. Of course, diversity's good. But like when you're counting and you're just like, yeah, play it.
Mostly
This
white
is it. Look at
males
this fucking
of
twerp.
22 episodes.
Yeah,
that
let's get into that.
The crowd's with him.
The crowd loves it.
Peter, what do you?
Because it's, you know what he's trying. You know what I don't like about this
It's a
guy?
gotcha.
It's a gotcha moment.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm gonna get one over on Jerry. Like he's almost like proud of himself. I remember Guy Branum did this at the Cellar like years ago when like he did he wrote this whole piece like fuck the Comedy Cellar and their white males club. By the way, look at the lineups. It's pretty fucking diverse there.
Yeah.
But
it's booked by women.
But yeah, booked by an Israeli woman. But diverse lineups. They showcase all kinds of styles, people of all backgrounds. And I remember on the Cellar podcast, he was like, how many trans people do you have here? And Rich Voss goes, you have your own TV show. How many trans writers do you have?
And he goes, none. And he's like, okay then.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
And by the way, there are trans comics at the Cellar.
Yeah.
But like, what are you doing? Like these moments, like we're gonna book the comics that are right for this room and the best comics, and it's like, you know, I of course, like, inclusion's great, inclusion's important, diversity's important, but also like the idea of like these hall monitors.
I know.
Just thinking like they're doing the Lord's work by trying to bust a guy. It's like,
exactly.
What do you think?
And they don't realize that guy doesn't realize he's being a bully. He's like, I'm going to get you in trouble right now. This is going to look really bad for you, and it's going to be very public, and you're going to get yelled at by the internet and all that. And you're like, that's mean. You're being mean. I know you think you're saving the world, but you're doing a mean thing under the guise of moral superiority. That's why I don't like it.
Exactly what it is. Play the rest of it.
A lot of whitey.
Yeah, he's talking about the crowd.
On here. Oh, this really pisses me off.
Oh, he won't give him a minute. I love it.
It really pisses me off. People think it's the census or something.
Yeah.
I mean, this has got to represent the actual pie chart of America. Who cares? It's just funny. You know, funny is the world that I live in. You're funny, I'm interested. You're not funny, I'm not interested.
By the way, his opener is Mario Joyner on the road, and like him and
what the fuck? Why is he with a white guy? What the hell is that?
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, it's just like him and propping up Julie Louis-Dreyfus. Now she's great, and we all love her. I don't know. It's like, why do we have to count? And now we're focusing more on race, and now we're dicing it up based
liberals
on
like,
boxes.
they want you to like not see color, but at the same time,
all about
check the boxes.
Yeah,
There's something so insincere about that,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Well, Elon Musk, you see that whole thing with
What?
Mark Cuban?
What?
Oh, they went at it about DEI on Twitter, and I like Cuban, but he was going hard, and Musk, I think, might be on drugs. But
Wait, you think?
well, he's really, amped up these
It is
days.
hilarious how powerful he is and how much influence he has. And then, like, I mean, there was that whole thing. I mean, when he went on Rogan and smoked weed, like, you fucked up stock.
Stock went way down.
Yeah, I mean, your shareholders are like, can you not get drunk or high on camera?
I know. You're a businessman.
Yeah.
But either way, they go at it about DEI, and he's like, Musk is like, this is actually inherently racist. We're judging people based on the color of their skin. And Mark Cuban's like, well, it's actually good to have diverse opinions. And he's like, yeah, I agree, but it should be the best. And if the best happen to be this, and then Mark Cuban won't let up, and then Musk goes, all right, cool. Well, let me know when there's a short Chinese woman on the Mavs. And you're kind of like, it's a good point.
I think Mark Cuban say, check and made. I just hired one. We signed a Chinese old woman point guard. We moved Kyrie Irving to the bench.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out. And I hope they do that because they're playing the Knicks soon.
And
And
but that would be funny. That would be hilarious because they would just bench her. They'd put her in for 1 second.
I mean, if you're running a company, I mean, this is And I agree. I like Mark Cuban a lot. It's easy for him to say once he sold
Exactly.
the Mavs and his Mavs stock got like 3-something mil. And Cuban is incredibly generous. He just gave like $35 million to employees who work there. I mean, like as a I'm out of here. I mean, he's still there, but he's a minority owner now, I think.
And that medicine shit he does. Oh, I forget. I'm fucking up the name. Give that a Google. He makes medicine cheaper for everybody.
Yeah,
it's a great service.
He seems like a cool guy, and honestly, if you're listening to this, Cuban, we'd love to have you on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And he does podcasts.
Oh yeah.
He just did my old co-host Julian Edelman's pod.
Oh,
so
there
we'd
you
love
go.
to have him on.
I like now he's a minority owner.
Minority owner. So because I think he is a great owner. Like he turned that franchise around. But anyone who's running a business, you want
The best.
and you want the business to succeed. You want the best.
Yeah. Like the Mavs. I'm sure it's 98% black, which is great.
Actually, the best player is Slovenian.
Luka.
Luka
Yeah, there you
Magic.
go.